Did you know? Your dog can't use words to tell you they're unhappy, but trust me, they have their own ways of letting you know something is wrong. It's your job to understand their language. In this video, we're diving deep into the 9 most common signs of an unhappy dog. Recognizing these signs early can prevent bigger problems down the line and ensure your furry friend lives a happy and fulfilling life. Stay with me, and together, we'll learn how to better understand your dog's needs. Let's talk about food. A sudden change in your dog's appetite, whether they're refusing to eat or suddenly gobbling down their food, can be a sign something's off. It's like us, right? When we're stressed or anxious, our appetite changes. Now, I'm not talking about a little pickiness here and there. I'm talking about a drastic shift in their eating habits. If you see this, don't ignore it. It could be a sign of a physical ailment or emotional distress. Dogs, they love to lick and chew, right? It's in their nature. But if you notice your dog excessively licking or chewing themselves, especially at their paws or belly, this could be a sign of anxiety or stress. They're trying to soothe themselves, just like when we bite our nails when we're nervous. Pay attention to when and where they're licking or chewing. This can give you clues about what might be bothering them. Now your dog, they're usually a social butterfly, right? Love to greet you at the door, always up for a cuddle. But if they're suddenly hiding, avoiding interaction, or acting withdrawn, that's a clear sign something's not right. Just like us, dogs need their space sometimes, but if this behavior becomes the norm, it's time to take notice. It could be a sign of fear, stress, or even pain. Aggression, it's never okay, right? But sometimes it's a dog's way of communicating something's wrong. If your usually loving dog suddenly shows signs of aggression, growling, snapping, or biting, don't punish them. Instead, try to understand what's triggering this behavior. It could be fear, pain, or a need to protect their space. Remember, aggression is a symptom, not the problem itself. Before we move on, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more tips on understanding your dog. Now let's talk about sleep. Just like us, dogs need their rest. But if you notice your dog sleeping more than usual or having trouble settling down, it could be a sign of stress or anxiety. On the other hand, if they're restless at night and pacing around, that's also a sign something's not right. You know your dog best. You know what they love, right? Maybe it's a good game of fetch, a walk in the park, or just cuddling on the couch. But if they're suddenly showing no interest in these activities, it's a big red flag. This loss of enthusiasm can indicate boredom, depression, or even physical discomfort. Don't just brush it off. Pay attention to these changes in behavior. Excessive barking or whining. Dogs, they vocalize, right? It's how they communicate. But if your dog is barking or whining more than usual, it's a clear sign they're trying to tell you something. It could be boredom, frustration, anxiety, or even a physical need they're trying to express. Listen to your dog. Don't just try to quiet them down. Figure out what's causing the excessive vocalization. Destructive behavior. Chewing on furniture, digging in the garden, tearing up your favorite shoes. These destructive behaviors, they're not just bad manners. They can be a sign of boredom, frustration, or separation anxiety. Your dog is trying to release pent-up energy or communicate their unhappiness. Instead of punishment, focus on providing them with enough exercise, mental stimulation, and of course, your love and attention. Changes in body language. Remember, dogs communicate with their bodies. A tucked tail, flattened ears, excessive panting, whale eyes. These are all signs your dog is feeling stressed or uncomfortable. On the other hand, a wagging tail and relaxed posture are signs of a happy and confident dog. Learn to read their body language. It's their way of telling you how they're feeling. You are your dog's best advocate. Remember, you are your dog's pack leader. You are their protector, their provider, and their voice. By learning to recognize these signs of unhappiness, you can create a more harmonious and loving relationship with your furry friend. Don't wait for small problems to become big ones. Trust your instincts. If you feel something is off, it probably is. And as always, if you're ever unsure, reach out to a professional trainer or veterinarian for guidance. Your dog will thank you for it.